And whenever we hear the anthem, there's that emotion we feel, and when we see the flag, there's that emotion we feel. Well, how did that get to be? Why is it such a great cultural thing? Well, this is where it all got started, man. This is where it all began, on this parade ground, with a flag just like this, in this original fort, almost 200 years ago. I've been Chief of Interpretation here for about 6 years, but I started coming down here when I was a kid, at 6 years old, when my father took me here. And I've been working here really since the 1990s. So, I mean, to me, it's a powerful local story, it's a powerful national story, and it's really a place that really everyone can get into, because it is the birthplace of the national anthem, the birthplace of the Star-Spangled Banner. So really, you can say it's the home of the two greatest symbols of the United States, the flag and the anthem. I think, you know, sometimes for those of us that live around here, maybe we take it for granted because it's always in our backyard and we don't always make time to see what's in our own backyard. And that's why anniversaries like the bicentennial of the War of 1812, or what we have coming up, Defenders Day, the annual commemoration of the Battle of Baltimore, the annual commemoration of the writing of the Star-Spangled Banner, which we do every September, is so really important because it kind of wakes us up from that historical amnesia, so to speak. Now, I would say this, that for people, I mean, people come here from around the world, from all over the United States, and for them, they're not really sure what Fort McHenry was. They think it has something to do with the flag or something to do with Francis Scott Key, but after they leave, they're like, wow, I never really knew this was the place where it all happened, that this was the birthplace of the Star-Spangled Banner. Somewhere in Maryland, I mean, people were terrified, and ironically enough, it was September the 11th, 1814, in which those ships were spotted. Church bells rang in the city of Baltimore. People were called out into the streets. The British landed troops on the 12th and closed in on the city. And on the 13th, the British ships closed in on the fort. This big flag was waving from the flagpole the morning, around 6 in the morning, when the British ships came within the range of the fort's guns. And they said it sounded like thunder when the fort's cannons opened up. You hear that bam, 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 bam. My favorite part of the bicentennial, it's really every year when we commemorate Defenders Day, and that is the Saturday evening program when we do the symbolic ship-to-shore bombardment. And I think the public likes that the best too, because first is at nighttime, and it just feels very different to be at Fort McHenry at nighttime than at daytime. Second, it's really the only time of the year that you can really get an idea what it was like to be here during the battle. I mean, you know, it's dark, you see these little pyrotechnic bombs exploding, you hear them over the fort. You're in the fort, you can hear the reverberation. Bam, 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 bam. National Guard artillery does a really nice job of symbolizing the 60 cannons that were here during the War of 1812. So it's a sound and light show that really makes you feel like you're Francis Scott Key watching the action. And then there's not a dry eye in the house when the Star-Spangled Banner is hoisted as the Naval Academy Band plays the Star-Spangled Banner. I mean, it's really just a moving, multi-sensory experience.